Hey guys, it's Lydia, and today I'm going to be showing you my fall book haul. So basically this was going to be an October book haul, but I kind of forgot to film it, and now it's November 3rd and I bought 3 more books. So I figured I'll just call this the fall book haul, and the next book haul will be my end of 2017 book haul, assuming I get more books, but I probably will, because that's what I asked for Christmas. So I was thinking about doing this video much earlier because I was like, what's the chance I'll get any more books in October? But I was like, my birthday is in October, so I might get some. But then my parents ended up getting me a new phone, which was much needed, and I really appreciate it. And just, I want you to see my case for a minute. I got a clear case so I can put my inserts in it. And it's Edmund and Aslan, and it just makes me really happy. So yeah, there's that. I'm not even upset that I didn't get books for my birthday because I really needed a new phone. So I accumulated 13 books in the past just over a month. So I'm just gonna jump right in. So the first book I accumulated, I went to my local consignment shop. I could like basically see it from my apartment. Not quite that close, but it's very close. And I picked up this book for 50 cents, guys. 50 cents. This consignment shop is dangerous. But that is A Walk to Remember by Nicholas Sparks. If you're not familiar with this book, it's about a girl named Jamie who is a Christian. She's very conservative, like she kind of dresses like a grandma conservative, and her faith is just really important to her, and she meets this boy named Landon, and he is very rebellious, he's very different from her, and it's just kind of their story. Nicholas Sparks is not my favorite, like at all. I think that a lot of his books are like kind of awful and shed really horrible light on Christianity, but I really like this one. I thought that the faith elements were done well. It's been a really long time since I've read this book, but it was like my favorite book at the beginning of high school, and I really want to reread it, and I started to reread it a couple years ago, and I still really liked the beginning of it. It just, things happened that I didn't end up finishing it that time around, so I'm really excited to own it. And I mean, I bought it for 50 cents, and it's in pretty dang good condition, so I'm very excited to own one of my early favorite books. So the next bunch of books, as in most of the books in this haul, are from the book outlet Booktoberfest. I keep forgetting what it's called right as I'm about to say it. But book outlet Booktoberfest. It was the first weekend of October. They had like this crazy massive sale, and guys, I went a little crazy with the crazy sale. So the first book I got was The Epic Adventures of Lydia Bennet by Kate Rourke and Rachel Kiley. This is a spin-off of the Lizzie Bennet Diary series, and it's what Lydia is going through afterward. If you couldn't figure it out by her name and the name of the other series, this is the spin-off or a modernization of Pride and Prejudice. Well, this isn't, but the Lizzie Bennet Diaries is. I'm not going to say this is a clean read. It isn't exactly. It's not terrible. Like, I'm not reading complete trash, but like it's not 100% clean. So I'm going to give you that warning. There's like there's some alcohol abuse, and there's some inappropriate joking in it. Like, but it's really not like completely horrible. But it's not something I would recommend if you only want to read really, really clean. But I really love the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. It's like one of my favorite things ever. I watched it in 2013, and it's such a charming web series. It's a great modernization of Pride and Prejudice. If you love Pride and Prejudice, I do highly recommend it. But as I said, there are some inappropriate parts in it, but it's not really bad. It's kind of like a high PG, low PG-13. If I were to rate it, I think I would probably put it at like a higher PG rating. There's like maybe a couple of PG-13 moments. Yeah, some episodes I guess would be PG-13, but like it's not super inappropriate if you're worried about that. But it's a really good series. I really loved it, and this is just a continuation, and Lydia's character arc is so beautiful, and it just makes me happy, and it's kind of cool to have a book with a protagonist that I share a name with. And I like this Lydia Bennet. She's not my favorite, but I like this Lydia Bennet way more than the original Lydia Bennet. So the next book I got from Book Outlet, you won't be surprised by it. I filmed a video about it, I posted about it on Instagram, and that would be Karvall by Stephanie Garber. I'm not really going to get into this one. If you want to hear more, check out the link in the description. You can see my book review for it, because I'm not going to get back into it since I've already talked about it quite a bit on this channel. But it's so pretty. Let's just appreciate the cover for a second. Okay, bye. Next, and if you follow me on Twitter, you really won't be surprised about this because I keep talking about it, and I guess same for Instagram because I've taken pictures with it. I got the box set of the Lunar Chronicles, and I'm really excited about it. This was the main thing I wanted from Book Outlet, so when I saw that sale and I saw that they had them, I was like, oh yes! And I got them for less than $30. I'm just really excited, and I thought I ordered the paperback, and here we are in all of their hardcover glory. I'm so excited about these. I'm so excited to own them. Like, this is the first series that, like, literally I finished the last book and I was like, can I start it over right now? Like, I just want to reread it. This is my favorite series of all time. It is sci-fi fairy tale retellings, if you didn't know. This one is a retelling of Cinderella. Then there's Scarlet, which is Little Red Riding Hood, Cress is Rapunzel, and Winter is Snow White. I have not read Fairest yet. I've kind of been told I won't like it, or, well, I was told by many people that they didn't like it. I've heard that it's not the greatest thing ever, but I figure it came in the box set, I might as well give it a try. But seriously, I like these better than Harry Potter, which my username is named after. So, if that tells you anything about how good they are, yeah. I'm so excited to own these. Like, I can't get over it. I just already want to reread them. And the box is really pretty too. So next, and the last thing I got from Book Outlet is the Lunar Chronicles coloring book. I was not planning on getting this. This was kind of I need to get up to $35 after the discount so I can get free shipping, and I didn't want to buy a duology because that would have put me over what I had personally given myself to be allowed to spend, and I didn't want to just buy the first book in a duology because I would have just been cranky then to not have the second one. So I was like, I'm just gonna buy a coloring book, and it's really pretty, and like it has like, I'm sorry, it's hard to flip this thing. Like, it has like a quote for every picture, so it's like a picture on the side and a quote on the side, like book quote. So like later in the book when it's like scenes, the quote is that scene, which I just think is really a really nice touch, and I really appreciate it. So this was not something I was planning on buying, but I'm really glad I did. I haven't colored in it yet, but I will soon. So the last things I picked up, I just picked up today on November 3rd, which is why this is not an October book haul, but a fall book haul. And that is 3 books by Jeannette Oak. I got them also from my little consignment shop. So the first is Love Comes Softly. This is the first book in the Love Comes Softly series. It follows Marty as she is going across the country with her husband. It's set in the late 1800s. And tragedy strikes, and it's just seeing how Marty gets through that and how she finds God through that. And it's just a really beautiful story, and I really, 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 really love it. And it's been so long since I've read this, and I was so excited to find it because I've really been wanting to reread it the past couple of years. So I'm so excited to own this. And I also, this might be the last book in the same series, Love Finds a Home. My best friend told me that they're really hard to find, and that the best way to find them is just going to library sales and stuff. So when I found 2 of them, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna get them. I asked for them for Christmas, so I might end up having repeats of these. We'll see. We'll see. But I can read this one now, because it's the first. And the last book I got is A Gown of Spanish Lace, also by Jeannette Oak. I had never heard of this one before. I think this might be a part of a series, but I think it's one of those like disconnected series. It's like, because it was like, the Women of the West fiction series. Like, I don't think it's like one story. I think it's multiple stories that are just kind of called a series, hopefully, because I'm going to read this because it sounds really interesting. Because it's about a girl in the late 1800s who gets abducted and how she gets through that. And I'm assuming it's going to have a faith element in it because these ones do. And I'm wondering if this one is set in Canada, because I'm pretty sure these are set in Canada, which is kind of cool. Don't get to read much Canadian fiction. I don't know if Jeannette Oak is Canadian or not. I think she must be. Anyway, those are all the books I got in the past month or so. Let's try to be a legit booktuber and stack all these up. I'm cheating because I have these in their box. But let's, ow, I'm not used to having long hair. Okay, I'm cheating and I'm still messing up. Don't fall. Okay. All the books. I'm so excited about these. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that it's kind of rambly. I'm trying to be more concise, but I'm not very good at it. I talk like this all the time. If you ever happen to meet me, or if you're someone who does know me, you can attest to it. So I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon in another video.